been threatened by an inmate? An incarcerated person? How did you handle it? How should you handle it? I'm William Young, and in this video, I'll go over some things that you could do to keep you and your family safe, as well as talk to you about how you should interact with that person moving forward. This question comes from the comment section of the channel, and I love it because it's a biggie. Like a big biggie. Like a great big old steaming pile of big deal. Because this happens to everyone. To all of us. At some point, someone inside will vocalize that they would like you to die and that they would be happy to facilitate your demise. But let me read this comment. Oh, wait, first let me thank P. Falcon. He's the newest member of the Just Corrections Patreon community. Thank you, Mr. Falcon. I truly appreciate your support. Okay, so let me read this. So there's this detainee in RHU that's restricted housing unit or the SHU or ADSEG or the hole. So we have this detainee in RHU that has memorized all of our names and he's threatening us and our families. It says here he's local and he's done some pretty disgusting things. So the question is, how do I, they, them, we treat this person equally if all he does is yell at us? And, and I love two-part questions, and how do I stop worrying about my family if he gets out? Okay, there's a lot there. First of all, let me say that it's hard to talk to somebody who's always screaming or yelling at you or being weird or whatever. If that person is threatening your kids or your spouse or you, it's even harder. Getting threatened, especially the first few times, is unsettling, unnerving. It can and usually does trigger a new and not so new CO. And that's why they do it, to get under your skin, elicit a reaction. They want to get you out of your professional phase so they can get you into a space where they can get you caught up. And it sucks. It's scary. But let's not be the cliche. Let's not be the officer that loses their shit because somebody is talking about their kids. So here's the deal. And I can say this because I'm old and I've been there. Who cares about what some dude says about anything, really? Like, so what? Part of that person's job is to get under your skin. And your job is not to react to it. So here's a pro tip. Know your triggers. Is it race? Is it kids? Is it crimes against kids? Know them, learn them, and work on them. So you're in the SHU and some guy in room 9 knows your name. Of course he does. Your name's on your uniform. So he memorizes your name. Oh, what? Look, I hate to break it to you, but he also knows what shift you work and what your days off are. And they probably even know where you're going for dinner this weekend because y'all talk too loud in the units. They have all day to watch us, and they do. That's why it's important to be professional and treat everyone with respect. Even the goofy ones. Even the people that you feel don't deserve it. The world ain't that big. People get out, and you will run into them. So this crazy guy knows your name, your shift, your days off, and he's going off, screaming at you, threatening to murder you and your family in their sleep while you're at work or something. How do you respond? How do you treat that person equally? You just do! For me, I guess it depends on the situation. Are we mentally ill? Or is this guy just an asshole? Do you have a violent history of assault or murder or rape? And does he have the means? And does he have the actual desire to want to harm you? I would venture to say that most are talking shit. But we still need to protect ourselves, and I'll talk about that here in a bit. Maybe the interaction goes something like this. Good morning, Mr. Miller. Would you like to come out for rec today? I'm gonna kill you and your whole family and wear the skin of your children as a Halloween costume. Now, Mr. Miller is probably crazy or high or crazy high, right? So I may say something like, Mr. Miller, what's going on today, man? How come you're so mad? And he might say, because the Serpent Lord is commanding me to kill all children in preparation for the second coming of Christ. I should probably do a whole nother video about how to do this, but Mr. Miller is probably not all there. So for me, his threats wouldn't be as impactful as, say, the guy in the next cell who is in for raping his live-in girlfriend at knife point. So let's just say that Mr. Miller isn't crazy, but is a violent sex offender who doesn't like you because you shorted him 6 minutes on his rec yesterday when MedPass came in. And now he's freaking out, screaming, speaking the unspeakable about your kiddos. Here's what I'd do. Mr. Miller. Fuck you, get away from my door, you piece of shit. I'm gonna find you and your kids and fucking kill all of you. And I'd say, Mr. Miller, do you want your rec today? Kill! Mr. Miller, I know you're upset about the wreck the other day, but I gotta do meds. Fuck meds and fuck you! I'm gonna kill you and your kids and your mother and everybody! I know your name, when you work, I know everything! I'm gonna find you! So at that point, I'm going to let Mr. Miller know that I'm taking his threats seriously and I'm going to document them. Then I would notify my supervisor and write a report documenting the threats. I'd probably document the Serpent Lord thing too. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. But my interactions with that person wouldn't change. I mean, I might be a little more cautious around them, but you should be cautious around everyone all the time. So write it up. Document it, and then have a conversation at home. Talk to your kids, your spouse. Let them know what happened and what they should do if they see the guy. It sucks, and I wish you didn't have to have that conversation, but you do. This is why I laugh when an officer says that the job hasn't changed him. It has. It changes everything, but that's a whole nother video. So I tell my family. I show them a picture of the guy, and I tell them what to do if they see that guy. I don't share the details of the demented rant. I just let them know what they should do if they see the dude. And then make sure your home is secure. Lock the doors and windows. Have a camera or two. Keep your outside lights on at night. Really all things you should be doing already. But if you're not, do. I also recommend keeping a copy of the report documenting the threats with you. At your house. In your vehicle, just in case. Look, I don't want y'all to be paranoid. I just want you to be prepared. All right, guys, if you liked this video, if you found value in this video, straight punch that little like icon. And if you'd like to support the channel, please consider joining my Patreon community. I'll put a link in the description below for that. And if you're desiring more premium correctional content, check out this video right here, or this one right here. All right, guys, that's all I got. Until next time, be smart, stay safe, stay sane, and we'll talk soon.